I'm not gonna remember. Colin, you gotta put it down. Thank you, Colin. There we go. Now, I'm gonna be both because let's see here. All right, here comes Catherine and Aya. Hello, girls. Let's do some checking off on our schedule here. So music is over. We checked off music. Next on the schedule is Fundations and then science, although we get to do a fun Halloween craft and science time today for fun. Okay, so for Fundations, before we start our Fundations work, hey guys, I'm talking. Before we start our Fundations work, let's review the letters that we learned this week one last time. Okay, I'm getting echo, my mask that you can see through. All right, let's review the first letter we learned this week. It was a hard one. It's the letter E. But the reason why E I think is kind of hard is because lowercase e is really tricky to write, even though y'all did great. And it's kind of a tricky sound because A makes an ah sound like you're screaming. I makes an scrunchy nose. E makes kind of an in-between, an eh sound like Ed, like the name Ed. So we say E, Ed, eh. Okay, you ready? It's gonna be your turn for E, Ed, eh. Here's Echo.
E, Ed, eh. Echo's cute. I like her.
And I heard a bunch of great voices. Colin, you can either put it on the ground or
Miss Van Randy?
Yes, I am.
I like Echo. She's cute and fluffy.
Oh, thank you. I do too. She's cute and fluffy. Okay, the next letter we learned this week was the letter R. So for R, we say R, rat, R, rat, R. All right, here's Echo. It's your turn.
R, rat, R.
Very good, very good. It's kind of like you're growling. R. Okay, now we're gonna get our markers and boards out and we're gonna write each letter one time. We're gonna write each letter one time. Let's get those markers and boards out. Get those markers and boards out. So kids in the classroom, let's go ahead and put up these cushions. Let's get your markers and boards out. I'll help you. Okay, you can put it right on top of there. Kids in the classroom, you ready for a spin? Oh, sorry. Find some foundation. Thanks, guys. Don't worry. We'll do it again. Don't worry. Let's do it on Monday in the morning. We could do coloring in the morning. That's fun.
Can we do watercoloring?
Maybe for this morning. I'll see if I have any left over. All right, we have our markers and boards out. Markers and boards, everybody. Good job, everyone. Harrison and Dina Wheeler's getting his markers and boards. Get those markers and boards. Boards getting his. Come on, Colin, markers and boards. Let's practice, Colin. It's not here. Look, keep looking for it until you find it. It must have fallen out in your bin. Uh-oh. Okay, first, let's start with uppercase E. Let's do uppercase E. Uppercase E, I don't see any curvy lines. I only see straight lines in uppercase E, right? So for uppercase E, we're going to start on the skyline, and we go straight down to the grass line. And then we do a straight line on the skyline, a straight line on the plane line, and a straight line on the grass line. And there's our uppercase E. Okay, I want to see y'all's uppercase E's. All right. Wait a second. There needs to be one more line. Wheeler.
How old do you have to know? I tried to trick you.
Okay, get your marker and board out. Come on, marker and board. Wheeler Ford, awesome. Because we have to be able to do our Halloween.
For what? For what? For what? What did what can we go to
Silly letters because of the we're gonna do a holiday. Okay, now you try, Colin. Wonderful. All right, kids at home, how are you doing with those capital E's, those uppercase E's, kids at home? Did it go okay? Let's do one more. We're gonna do skyline to grass line. Start on the skyline and slide over. Start on the worm line or the plane line and slide over. And then slide over on the worm line too. Wonderful uppercase E, Catherine. Awesome. Oops, I meant the grass line, not the worm line. Oh my goodness. No, not the worm line. Okay, I'm gonna erase these uppercase E's and let's try lowercase E's. They're much harder. Y'all did great with them earlier this week though. All right, so for lowercase E's, they look totally different than uppercase E's. Look, they look so different. And lowercase E's go from plain line to grass line, so they don't go above the plain line.
Miss Vanderendy,
Yes, Aya.
remember the last time when I had to practice S's and that we had a one-on-one meeting? I need to practice my lowercase E's too.
Tell your parents. Yeah, tell your parents later. You can sign up and we can practice just you and I. That'd be fun. Okay. Yeah. So let's put a little dot in between the plain line and the grass line. That's where we're going to start. Okay? Good job, Ford. So from that little dot in between the plain line and the grass line, we're going to slide forward. And then we're going to go up to the plain line and curve down around to the grass line. And there's our lowercase e. All right, Colin, let me see a lowercase e. Wheeler, let me see a lowercase e. Well, then do the big one. Then do them. I want to see them. Come on. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Okay. Yes, in 1 second. So we're going to start in between the plain line and the grass line. Right in between those lines. And we're going to slide forward. And then we're going to go up to the plain line and down around to the grass line. And there's our lowercase e's. Okay, I'm going to check the kids in the classroom and then I'll come back and check yours, Aya and Catherine. Nice. Okay, but we're not drawing, so we're doing E's. Okay, let's see. Aya, that E looks awesome. So good, Aya. Nice. Okay, so I'm going to erase these lowercase e's. E, yep. And now, let's do R's. Let's do uppercase R first. Remember, R makes a R sound. Good job erasing your board, Colin. Colin's ready. Wheeler's ready. Real fast. Okay, now for uppercase R, we're going to start on the skyline. And we're going to go straight down to the grass line. Then we put our marker back where we started on the skyline. And we're going to curve around to the plain line. And then go straight on down to the grass line. And that's our uppercase R. Makes a R sound. Nice job, Wheeler and Ford. Good job, Adeline. Nice work, Vina and Harrison. And good job, Catherine. I like that uppercase R. Nice writing, Elliot. Okay, let's try it again. We're going to start on the skyline. And we go straight on down to the grass line. Good job, Aya. Those are great, Aya. Put your marker on the skyline and curve around to the plain line. And then go down to the grass line. And there's our uppercase R's. Makes the r sound. Okay, let me check the kids in the classroom. I already checked yours, Aya and Catherine. Y'all did great. Everybody's uppercase R's look awesome. Let's try some lowercase now. Wheeler, great job. Lowercase looks pretty different from uppercase R. So I'm gonna erase these uppercase R's. There we go, and make room for some lowercase R's. Lowercase R makes the same sound as uppercase R though. Makes a r. Wow, you did a bunch, Aya, good job. So for lowercase R, we're gonna put our marker on the plane line and go straight on down to the grass line. So make sure it's much smaller than your uppercase R, right? It only goes from plane line to grass line. And then give it a little curve over on the plane line. And that's lowercase r. So put your marker on the plane line and go down to the grass line. Put your marker back up on the plane line and curve, give it a little curve over. And that's lowercase r. Okay, Harrison, those look great. I'm going to come around and look at those lowercase r's. And I already saw Aya's and Catherine. Those look awesome. Wonderful R. You try some lowercase we were, but you do, Harrison. I know, both of you did great. All right, nice work, everybody. That was a lot of handwriting we just did. Very nice. Okay, let's go ahead and erase our boards. So we're erasing our boards, making sure they're ready for next time. Let's put our marker caps back on our markers, nice and tight so they won't dry out. And let's put everything back in our foundations bags. So we'll put our markers and boards back in our foundations bags, and we'll put our markers and boards back in the foundations bags. So now our desks are pretty much cleared off, and we're ready for our next thing. On Thursdays, we do some...
Miss Van der Ende?
Yes, Aya.
Miss Van der Ende, you said we're going to put our markers and boards away in the foundations bag, and then he said, and we're going to put our markers and boards away in the foundations bag.
I know, I repeated myself. I did. Okay, so on Thursdays, we do some sorting, but the sorting today, I'm going to go over it with you in the beginning, and then I want y'all to kind of try to do it more by yourselves, okay? Instead of doing it totally together, I want y'all to try to figure it out a little bit more by yourselves, but of course I can still help you. So we're doing E and R. So you're going to get a piece of paper that looks like this. We're going to glue all the things that start with an E in this box. We're going to glue all the things that start with an R in this box. Let's go over them all together, and then you'll know, but then I want you to try to do it by yourself. Okay, what would rose? What does rose start with? What do you think, Colin? Rose. What letter? Would it be an E or an R? Yeah, we would glue that on the R area because rose starts with an R. What about an elephant? What is it? Is it an E or an R? Elephant. Elephant. Yes, it would be an E. Elephant. Elliot, I'm going to pass them out in just a minute, sweetie. We're just doing it together first, and then I'll pass yours out. What about a robot? Robot. Would that be an E or an R? R, right? Robot. What about an eagle? Eagle. Where would you glue that one? You'd glue that one in E, right? Eagle starts with an E. What about a rainbow? Rainbow. That would be glued in R, rainbow. What about An envelope. Envelope. That's an E. Envelope. And this is a cute little rabbit. Rabbit. That's an R. That would be glued down here in the R box. Rabbit. And last one, an egg. Egg. Yep, you're gonna glue that up there in E. All right, everybody, let's get started. So the first thing you're gonna do is cut out all your little pictures, and then you're gonna glue them where they belong, either an E or an R. Okay? Okay, you can take them apart when you get them if you want. You can take the staples apart. Let's make sure we're cutting out all the shapes. We don't need to color on our envelope because the envelopes are white. Yeah, most of the time envelopes are white, so you really don't even need to color it in. But first you gotta put the stamp on. That's true. Before you put it in the mailbox, you have to put the stamp on. Oh, and I got the stamp on. Okay, I put our stamp on. Yeah, I love it. Here's my right here. I like one. Oh, we're gonna drop it on the ground. Hey. Eagle. Eagle. No. Eagle start with. Yeah, eagle starts with an E. You're right. So you go right there in that box. I glued the envelope in the E box. Nice. Now I also put the little stamp on it. Cool. Oh boy, I love how you're getting in the right spot, but we're gonna put our line a little bit better. Usually white focus is probably sometimes they'll
And I'm just gonna need my map.
Envelope. Or not envelope. Elephant. Good, you fixed it. All right, my color in now.
I'm never caught. No, look, that. I know where this goes. I know where I put this. Hey, since I put this off, it would be an egg now.
Yes, that's true.
Now.
Hey, stop beating that person.
There. Wow.
Good cutting. Keep going. You're doing great. Good. Eagle. That robot, right? Robots there are.
And he also got eagle one.
Listen, a robot. That's an R. You are. I'm kind of tired today too. We're almost done though. After this, we're just gonna do our Halloween craft and read some stories, and then we're done.
Let's give our Halloween class. Does it need glue?
It does not need glue, no.
And how do you stick it? I got glue.
You'll find out.
Is it something like, if it anytime how we something like candy corn?
It's a pumpkin. We're gonna make a
Is it-
pumpkin, but we're
is
not
it-
ready yet. Keep working on
Is
this.
it which type is that? Are you gonna paint a pumpkin?
No, no question. No painting. You'll see.
I can't have it. Sounds like that.
We're an orange and a rubber.
Hey.
What is a rubber? Yeah, that's exactly right.
What is a rabbit print?
There is no such thing.
I think that would be rain. Oh, it's kind of rainy.
Which one is rainbow? An envelope? An envelope? Oh, an envelope. This one.
And put eagle on it. Whoa. Miss Vanderendy?
Yes, I'll be right there. Okay, yes, Aya?
I'm done with mine. Do we have time to color?
Yes, you've got a couple minutes to color him in. Let me see. Hold on. Let me get your video bigger. Okay, can you show me? Show me one more time. I missed it. Sorry. Wonderful job, Aya. Awesome. Yep, you've got some time to.
Could you please show me how you colored it again?
Let's see. Let me find mine. I think I recycled them. Yeah, I already recycled mine, Aya, but you could see the rows. This is how I did the rows and the robot, but I can't find the rest of them. But you can color them however you want to. Which one do you not know how to color? Which one do you want to see?
Well, I did want to see the I did want to see the bunny and the rainbow.
The bunny and the rainbow? I'll try to find the bunny and the rainbow. Okay, make sure you wash your hands, Colin. Okay. I found them. Here's the rainbow.
Okay, that looks amazing.
And then the rabbit.
Oh, the rabbit's just green. It's okay. Thank you for you.
Here, I'll put this.
My rabbit is be that.
Rabbit a different color. Either one's fun.
So cute.
I just put them all up. Of course, you gotta keep cutting out. We're gonna finish up in a minute.
Elephant bird that flies.
Rose. What does Rose start with? Elephant. No, elephant doesn't start with a car. Elephant are elephant. Good.
Miss Van der Randy? Miss Van der Randy?
Yes, yes.
Remember you showed me the robot? Could you please put that on the whiteboard too? Thanks.
The robot, sure.
So I think yes. Thank you. That's a bluish now.
Good job.
I couldn't find the perfect central key just to see. Number correct.
Okay, Elliot's ready and Harrison's ready. Okay, kids, we're gonna spend just a couple more minutes on foundations and then we'll check it off and we'll start our Halloween craft. Couple more minutes for foundations and then we'll start our Halloween craft. Nice work, I love the coloring, very pretty. Wonderful, you did really good cutting and coloring and you glued them all in the right spot. Awesome. Thank you for showing me yours. Vina wants to show you hers now. Here's Vina's. She did some
So cute.
bright coloring. Yes, thank you, Aya. Okay, Adeline, come on up. Adeline wants to show you hers too. Come on over, Adeline. Okay, here's Adeline's. Very nice.
I love it.
Oh, Aya says she loves it. That's so sweet, Aya. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and check off foundations here. If you're still working, that's okay. You can finish up. We're gonna check off foundations. Next on the schedule, we're gonna start our fun Halloween craft. Yay! So, yes, I will tell you what it is. I will explain to you how to do it.
Look how tiny my piece of paper is. Look how tiny my piece of paper is.
That is a super tiny piece of paper. So here's what you're gonna need for the Halloween craft, okay? And kids in the classroom, Miss Kiana and I are gonna pass out your stuff in just a minute, okay? So don't worry. So you will need a piece of black construction paper, and it's already gonna have some little lines, some slits cut in it, okay? The piece of black construction paper with some lines cut in it.
How do I do that?
So Aya, you might need to start over with a new piece of black construction paper, and then I can help you cut the lines.
Okay.
Okay? And then you're gonna need a piece of orange construction paper, and it's gonna look like this. It's gonna be in the shape of a pumpkin, and then you're gonna need to write the numbers. There's gonna be one row, you write a number 1. Second row, you write a number 2. Third row, you write a number 3. Fourth row, you write a number 4, all the way to 10. Then you're gonna cut out your pumpkin, and it'll look like this. Okay, with the rows and the lines on them. Once your pumpkin is cut out, that means you're ready to cut on the lines. Cut on the white lines that are there. There we go. And then the number 1, let's see, I'm gonna put it through here. We're gonna weave it in, okay? So we're gonna go.
Randy, so how do I put it like that?
Okay, I'll help you in 1 second, Aya. Just pay attention to what I'm doing right now so you'll know what to do, and then I'll help you, okay? So you're gonna go over, under, under, over, under. It's like a pattern, okay? And then we're gonna cut out the number 2 line. Don't worry, Aya, just pay attention so you know what to do, and then I'll help you make your black piece of paper. Then you're gonna cut out the number 2 line. And the number 2 line, you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna weave it in a pattern, under, over, through the stripes, the little slits. And then when you have them all done, when you've done all the rows, it's gonna look like a little checkered pumpkin like that. It's gonna look like a little checkered pumpkin. Now, these are pretty hard to do. So you're probably gonna need your parents' help on this. Kids in the classroom, you're probably gonna need some teachers' help on this. This is pretty hard to do, but don't worry, we'll help you, okay? So I'm gonna get the kids started in the classroom, and then I'm gonna help you cut your black paper, okay?
I'm ready. I don't need help at all. I've got it.
All right, Aya, let's go ahead and get your piece of
I'm just
black paper.
drawing my numbers right now.
Okay, perfect. Let me know when you're ready for your black paper. Look right up there and see the number 6. Okay, Colin, you ready to cut out your pumpkin? Get some scissors. You're doing great. Good cutting, Elliot.
I only go to 9.
Yeah, some of the pumpkins only go to 9. That's fine. All right, it looks like you're ready to start cutting out, Ford. You can look on the hundreds chart if you want to see some numbers. Yeah, you can cut the
Okay,
pumpkin.
I'm ready.
All right, Aya, so you have your piece of black construction paper? Yes? Okay, I want you to fold it in half like this. You can look right up there. Okay, great. Fold it in half. Okay, and then with your scissors, see if you can look up there and find out number 6. So I want you to cut on the top row, but don't, do you see how I stopped cutting right there? Don't cut all the way. Just cut till almost the end and then stop cutting. And Aya, you might need to get your dad's help for this. You can try it, we'll try it, but you might need to go get your dad's help for this. But don't cut all the way, stop cutting, good. And then do another line. Perfect, do a couple more of those, Aya, that's perfect. Fold it up again, and then do another cut. And then stop before you get to the end. Yeah, cut the pumpkin out. Good cutting, Colin and Elliot and Ford. You ready? Nice, Colin. Now you're ready to cut on the white lines and cut all the strips out.
You are going to need to cut on the white line.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I did it.
Did you cut them all? Do them all.
I did it.
Okay, how's it going, Aya? You might need to get your dad's help on that one with that cutting. That was pretty hard. Why don't you bring a piece of black construction paper to your dad and tell him that you need how you need him to cut it out. All right, I'll be right there.
How can we do it? How do you cut out the number?
I will be right there to help you.
Is this how you do it? I know how to do it.
You can cut out the whole pumpkin first if you want. Okay, you can cut out the whole pumpkin first like this if you want.
I cut it out. Check out both of them.
Really? Put on the line. So now you can cut the white line. There. Cut on the white line. You got it, Erin. Awesome.
Is this how you do it? It's Mandarin. Look.
I'll be right there, Aya.
Okay, I did it. Okay, I did it. That means I put it in pieces.
Okay, Aya, let's see. Yay, Aya, you got it. Awesome. Good job, Aya. Now you can start working on that pumpkin.
Are you going to have this down? Yeah, are you cutting on the white line?
Okay, now what do I do?
Okay.
Now what do you think?
Okay. Okay.
I need to make this Is this how you do it? I'll cut it in. Cut into
It's not going to ruin it. We're making something.
Mine's not going all the way across.
Yeah, it goes in the middle. It doesn't have to go all the way across. I'll show you the example.
This is not how I do it. Let's do it. Is fan ready?
Yeah.
Could you tell me how I cut cut out the numbers again?
Sure. So let me show you. You're going to, let's say, and just raise your hand and we'll come around and help you. But you need to keep your paper flat on the table. Good. So let's say you cut out your pumpkin. See, so Aya, do you see you're cutting out your pumpkin? There we go. Okay, let me know when you have your pumpkin all cut out. So let me know when your pumpkin looks like this, all cut out, okay? Doing great, Harrison. Yes, you're doing great. Keep going. Wonderful, Colin. Now we can help you weave them through. Good job. Ooh, good job, Claire Wheeler. It's looking great so far. Keep going. Yes, you too, Ford. This is so tricky, and y'all are figuring it out really well.
And it's never gonna stop me from getting it.
Yeah, because even when things are hard, it's good to keep working at them, right, until we figure it out. Because not everything's always going to be easy, right? We got to do hard things sometimes. But that's good practice for when other things are hard.
I think I'm gonna need a new.
You need a new number?
I think I'm gonna need a new number 1. And a new road and a number. I'm gonna need number 1. I'll help you in a second. I'm gonna need number 1. Is Vander in there?
Yes. Yes, I
I'm ready.
am. Okay, I'll be right there, Aya.
And I want to do that. If I'm making like this, it will be that. Not out of life. That's not where I'm going.
It is kind of like that. You're right, Wheeler.
And I always do that. I'm cutting out the 8. And 8.
Nice. Okay, yeah, I'll come over to you next. All right. So,
Jody has to help.
I'll still come to you, Harrison and Elliot. Don't worry. I'm going to do Aya next, and then I'll come to you.
I'm gonna make some I'm gonna be safe.
okay, let me do Aya, and then I'll do Harrison and Elliot. All right, Aya. What step are you on, sweetie? You got your pumpkin?
One doesn't look like
Aya?
One doesn't look like that yesterday.
Okay, so now let's get your scissors. I'll help you for it.
Sure, when I get a chance, I'll come and help you. My mother knows that. My mother knows that. Yeah, it's pretty tricky. We'll come around and help you as soon as we can. I'm gonna know that. Yeah, I'm gonna know that. I do not let it happen. Number 8 on there. Ta-da! Looks good, y'all. Looks really good. I love it. Anybody want some help? Well, that's how funny. Nice fish to be, Elliot. You can put it in your red folder now. Take it home with you.
Mine is finished, sort of, because this is messed up.
Okay, you can always keep working on it at home. I bet your parents can help you. Yeah, let's put our phone.
It doesn't look like a pumpkin to me, but it looks like a pumpkin. Mine fell out again.
It did. Oh no.
Again, when you know what I feel now.
Why?
Because I am pumpkin number 2.
Okay. Oh. Yeah, found it.
Do we have any classes at home today?
I think you're Spanish today.
Yeah. Okay, that's good.
floor. Ready to get all cleaned up? We're gonna do story time. Just 1 minute. What was that? Sorry. Have a go home. No, I don't care. I don't want to go. Hey, someone's listening. No. Sorry. On 5, 6, 7. Oh, you will be right there. What are you looking at? Okay, now we're going to look at it out. Very interesting story. Oh, you know, about. Water. I thought my dad liked it. Oh, you got 5 minutes.
All right, Catherine, you're being so patient. I'm just helping everybody in the classroom. I think this craft was really, really hard. Y'all did great, though. We're going to read a story in like 1 minute. We're going to finish that chapter of our book.
Stand there, honey.
Yes, Aya. Okay, so Aya, you're ready? Did you cut out your pumpkin? So now you're ready to cut it out. And Aya, you might have to finish up later because we're about to start story time, but that's okay because you can always finish later. There is no rush. Venus, yours turned out so pretty. Beautiful, Vina. You ready to put in your red folder? Adeline, you ready to put in your red folder?
I need help putting hot fish
Stand there, honey. No.
Let's see. Okay, you cut out your pumpkin, Aya? Yeah? Okay, now I want you to cut out about maybe 5 cut it in about 5 pieces. So 1, 2, 3. I'll give you some to take home if you want. Do you want to do that? Here, though. No, I just have a number 1. But it's in your folder. Okay, you want to recycle that stuff? You can do it home. You ready to clean up?
Cut it out my 5 pieces.
Okay, so now the super hard part, Aya. You ready? You're going to start with the first piece, and you're going to weave it through. You're going to weave it through. Under, over,
Does it have to
under,
be this big?
over, under, over. So if the first piece kind of looks like this. It kind of looks like a half moon.
No.
I know, it's pretty tricky. I think that this might be a craft that you could do with your mom or your dad or a grown-up later, maybe. And I think we should just read the last chapter in our book. This craft can get really frustrating if you don't have a grown-up with you to help. Thank you for it. So let's just read the last chapter in our book, and you could do it with a grown-up later, sweetie. It gets really frustrating if you don't have the help of a grown-up, okay? Okay, so chapter 3.
I cut out the pumpkin that my dad cut out.
Wonderful, Aya. Now you can weave it into the black paper, over, under, over, under. Chapter 3, the deep, dark woods. The moon was full, the sky was dark, and the stomach was empty. Dragon was very hungry. He walked home through the spooky forest, thinking of good things to eat. Softly, the wind began to blow. Woo, woo. That was a scary sound. The wet leaves beneath Dragon's feet went squinch, squinch, squinch. That was even scarier. All right, kids in the classroom, are you getting ready to go? You can get all packed up. We're gonna leave soon. When Dragon got further into the forest, he heard the scariest sound of all. Grr, grr, growl. For a moment, everything was silent. Then suddenly, grr, grr, growl. What could that awful noise be? Cried Dragon. Grr, grr, growl. Finally, Dragon jumped in the air. Help me, he screamed. It's a monster. High up in the tree.
I can totally not do
light
this.
flicked on. What's going on down there? Shouted a sleepy-eyed squirrel. I hear a monster growling, cried Dragon. That's no monster, yelled the squirrel. That's your stomach. Now go home and get something to eat before you wake up the whole forest, cried the angry squirrel. Dragon held his stomach. It rumbled and growled. He felt very silly. All at once, the forest was dark again. But now Dragon was too hungry to be afraid. He ran all the way home. Ooh, look, a big full moon. When Dragon got home, he cooked up a giant Halloween feast. He made pumpkin pies, pumpkin soup, pumpkin bread, pumpkin pizzas, and pumpkin ice cream. Wheeler, yours looks awesome, sweetie. You did a great job. Put it in your red folder, and your parents can help you finish it at home. Then Dragon ate and ate and ate until he was as round as a pumpkin. Wow, look at that big full moon. The moon must be orbiting pretty close to the Earth then, right? And there's his little pumpkin monster man he made with those 6 small pumpkins in chapter 1. Wow, there's Dragon in his house right there. All right. Okay, everybody, let's do some checking off. I'm sorry, this craft we did was really hard. I think it was really frustrating. It was so hard. I think it was a little bit too hard, okay? So don't worry if this was really hard for you. It was really hard for everybody, okay? So you do not have to finish it, but if you do want to finish it, you could work on it with a grown-up later, okay? Or you could sign up with some one-on-one time with me, and I can do it with you one-on-one, okay? This was a hard one.
I want to help with it.
Yeah, let's do that, Aya. Let's do that. So we're gonna check off science and story time, and we are done for today with me. Let's see what you have next. Let's see. I believe you have a nice long break and then some Spanish after a nice long break. Okay. All right, everybody. Elliot, put the scissors away. Elliot. No cutting. No. So we are going to go ahead and say goodbye. I'm sorry we ended with a frustrating craft. I'm sorry, but we're going to say goodbye, and I will see you in the morning for show and tell, though. Bye, Catherine. Have fun in Colorado. You can get your show and tells ready. Bye for tomorrow. Bye. See y'all tomorrow.